If you talk about Tony Stark being witty, I insist you to meet this guy. He stood up. I wanted to be a travel journalist, so I asked my mama that, Mama, I'll be doing travel journalism soon, and she said, get something more realistic and then tell me about it. I said, okay. I told me I want to be a doctor. Yeah, that's even more fake. Then finally I convinced her, and she found something so promising, so different, engineering for me. And as I have Mohit standing there, he's from NSIT. The best I could have thought about it was Amity. That I guess I would get into Amity somehow and complete my engineering in the next 6 years. So that's about me. So I still think that I have that journalist Kida in me, and to make you guys laugh, to share my story with you is my only motive today. So long back when I was 16 years old, I guess, I was on a trip to Jaisalmer. It was a school trip. I'm 18. I've gone to 6 trips alone without my parents. So the guys who have cancelled your Goa plans, screw you. You have not done anything great. I've done much more. So I was on a trip to Jaisalmer with my school. So trip happened, it ended, and finally we were moving to Delhi only. So you guys have must traveled in a 3-tier train, right? So you have 3 bunker beds here, 3 here, and 2 beds opposite, right? So 7 of the berths, the lower berth in the front, was occupied by my friends, and one silly teacher we had who was sleeping on the upper berth. And telling about that teacher, if I get a bullet and I have to shoot one man, I'll shoot him. And I can bet my money that he will do the same if he gets a chance. So we were having fun, and you know, one thing about trips, that one thing is that while you go for a trip, you all guys are insomniacs, right? You don't sleep. The only thing is रात को जागेंगे, भूत की बातें करेंगे, पता नहीं क्या करेंगे, right? But while coming back, all these lazy, smelly sloths know just one thing, that they have to sleep. But like a normal insomniac like me, who doesn't sleep on normal days, our life is same, right? Just the latter half is more boring, to be honest. So something same happened. We boarded the train at 8, and by 10 all my friends were asleep, boring asses. It's okay. I got a call from my dad. He said, "Aur beta kya kar rahe ho?" So I was totally annoyed. So I just told my dad, "Acha, main aapse baad mein baat karta hu. I'm not in a mood." And I said, "I'll call you in 10 minutes, right?" I saw this man standing between the 2 compartments where the washrooms are located. Like, man, this tall, and he had a face that even God must have marveled upon. Ki wow, something great. And this man was struggling with 2 heavy bags he had, and he got a call, he was struggling. So I just had a friendly gesture, and I told him, you can sit on one of my friend's berth. Don't judge me on that. My friend is this thin that giving me a full seat is wasting of resources. So the seat was half empty, so I told this guy to sit there, and as he ended the call, he initiated a conversation. The last I remembered about this guy was, while we boarded the train, this man too was with us, and since last 5 hours this guy was just standing there. So that's something worth applauding, I guess. 5 hours in such a rattled train, and then this man is still standing, and then he started a conversation. Honestly, I don't have attitude issues, so I'm too humble, but I never wanted to talk to that guy. It was that way, he was smelly. So this thing happened, and he started talking to me. So we talked about, in fact we didn't talk, he talked, and to someone who was listening, I don't know whom. We talked about girls, we talked about maths, we talked about government job, we talked about all the silly issues, most boring ones that a man could think of. But gradually I started gaining interest, as he was at least better than my smelly sloths who was sitting beside me, or sleeping in case. So we started talking, and soon I started gathering some interest in the conversations we had, right? So this mysterious guy, I don't know who he is, I don't know his name, he doesn't know me. Immediately I see my teacher peeping down. And that man was sitting that way that at any cost he would have seen my teacher peeping. And he stopped me midway and said, "Aashrey, I want to tell you something. You shouldn't talk to a stranger if you meet him on board. In that case, I want to tell you, I'm Captain Rathore, Indian Army." And he showed me his I card. And by the time I was going to take it, he showed it to my teacher above. If you talk about Tony Stark being witty, I insist you to meet this guy. He stood up and told me, "Aashrey, I guess it's too late and you're done with it. So I'm gonna go to my place where I was destined to stand, and it's better you sleep now because you have a 8-hour long journey to fulfill." He spanked my teacher's head and said, "Sir ji, so jao, mujhse ghabrane ki zarurat nahi hai." That was funny, right? And especially a teacher you hate and you get to see that getting spanked by a random person and he can't do anything. That's a heavenly feel, guys, believe me with that. Why I was shocked meeting this guy. I didn't tell him my name. And the next thing what he did was, Aashrey, it's already 12:30 and it's been 1 hour since you called your dad. So he must be waiting for you, it's better you call him. Why this was shocking is, when I was talking to my dad, I didn't see that man, he was roughly 10 meters away from me. Still he heard that. If you guys have Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., anyone known for his wittiness, I insist you meet this guy, Captain Rathore, Indian Army. Thank you.